Hello, hey there everybody. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Let's just get some general tarot messages. Disclaimer, these are for fun and entertainment. Just pull a few cards, interpret the messages, take what resonates and leave the rest to my lovers. You're welcome to book a private reading. I will never private message you to offer readings. And again, these are general readings, okay? Divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity from Aloba Supreme. We'll check out the YouTube channel for the full daily readings. You can also check us out on Alta Love TV TikTok. Meta, there's constant changes happening for our privacy and our, true safety and well-being digitally speaking. So just be aware. You can check out the Alta Love apparel, but some of these daily shares we might be switching up or changing on Instagram and Facebook, really just to navigate social media as responsibly as possible. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. All right, my loves, let's get the central energy here. Messages coming through. This can be about our work. This can be about manifestation. This could be about travel. Also, this is maybe about something that you've let go of in the past, something that you've released, something that you've been investing in, but you're no longer investing in. You're traveling instead, or you're booking flights, you're taking trips. Page of Wands, this could be a younger fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius. They're kind of looking on the horizon. They're looking over at the Lovers reverse. So they might be, and it could be you, right? You might be pondering like stuff that you want, stuff around love, friendship, one-to-one relationships, right? Our intimate relationships, our close partners, etc. There's this sort of almost like a whimsical or just like looking off into the distance, or maybe that's part of what you're manifesting. Maybe you're wanting to manifest much better relationships, like more holistic relationships, or just things that are more reciprocal and loving, but it's at a distance. So there's definitely a sense of like calling it in, or like just starting to imagine what like a loving relationship looks like. There could be some little battle energy. There is a sense of triumph here, but there could also be like initially just having to express and then like hash it out. So because in the Five of Sword, we have our opponents, or we have the aspects of other that drop their sword. So we're not going to battle anymore. I get a sense of, when we draw lines in the sand, there's one character, which I'll take as our main character, you, who is triumphant. It's like, see, these thoughts are these thoughts are more powerful or more directed, or regardless, there's a line being drawn, there's a battle being won where you're triumphant, and there's a sense of submission, or there's a sense of like dropping the thoughts or dropping the things that were bringing in the battle, right? Bringing in this sense of conflict. And for some of you, there's a little bit being held back. Four of Pentacles is when we're holding things close to our chest, or maybe even things like saving money, or lining up our finances to make investment, but not talking about it, or making moves career-wise and not talking about it, right? More information coming in. I feel like sad. There's so maybe for some of you, this is why you're like having to travel or go away, or like, do something to reinvigorate your passion for life. Because for some of you, what you've released in your recent past, what you've had to let go of in the recent past is connected to your dream, or connected to a dream you once had. Star reverse, like dreams are unfulfilled. It's so sad. It's like melancholy. It's very like bittersweet and poignant, where it's like, well, fuckadoodles. That dream ain't coming true. I'll have to walk away from it. Could be that there's just not enough information. And for some of you, it's connected to a tower moment. So it's connected to a big shapeshift of your perspective. It's possibly connected to certain pillars of stability or foundational realities in your life that were not that. They were faulty. You know, they came crumbling down, and you're like, fuck, pardon my French. You did not see that coming. We could not have predicted. We could never have known, you know, when we set off, when we choose to exist, when we, whatever, that this is where we're, oh God, just life is such a mystery, isn't it? It's such a mystery, and there's actually so much love and beauty within us, and yet our three-dimensional perspective so often trips us up. We get attached, right? We see through the lens of separation. We're attached to that separation, and it's just these games of blaming and attacking and dividing, instead of being inquisitive, instead of having curiosity to draw in a deeper understanding of ourselves, of one another, right? That's what empathy and compassion offers. Doing the work with that deeper sense of empathy and compassion helps us to see more clearly, helps us to see more holistically, right? Where none of us are all good and all bad. There's nuance in our humanity, right? And it's about broadening our perspective to see a more unified field, to understand some of that nuance, to better understand ourselves, one another, and ideally, you know, make better systems, make better programs, etc., rather than just the fear, you know, constant just triggering of the fear. So some of y'all are going to be going out, or you're going to go out, have a good time, and that could change the game. Having fun with our friends can often, and I recently had a really nice evening. It didn't go to plan at all. What am I talking about? New Year's Eve. It's such a weird night. But, you know, going out, intending to do this, that, and the other, and now I'm still having a really, really great night. And it reminded me, this 3 of Cups, right? Go out, let loose, have fun. They're substantial shifting. It's to me, from a manifestation or metaphysical perspective, things like pharmaceutical drugs or any substance or whatever is just shifting our consciousness to maybe perceive slightly differently. Sometimes we just need to go out, let loose, have a good time, and that changes the game. It can lift, it can shift some of the vibration. And, you know, I was struggling with illness over the holidays. There's a lot of energy, you know, flowing about and processing. And it was just being in the funkalish of that process wasn't shifting it. So let's shift it. Have a fun. Have a fun. You know, go out dancing. Go out with your friends. Play some games. Do things that can genuinely put you in a better state of being. Because we're all only ever dealing with our own cluster fuckaroo of our mental emotional stuff. Our mental emotional stuff is an aspect of our soul's choosing, and very much an aspect of our human programming, which we inherit from our parents and our parents' parents and society and all that stuff. And yet here we are as a humanity having a massive quantum leap in our perspective and our understanding of ourselves in this reality. And to me personally, compassion, empathy, a unified perspective leads the way. It helps us, again, to harmonize things. And then that is always used with discernment, because we can't force that on other people. It's so annoying. You know, there are times where I feel there's a genuine sense of concern and wanting to sort things and wanting to harmonize conflict. And yet, for some people, for whatever reason, the awareness isn't there. Doesn't mean it's never going to be there. It's that the awareness to shift, the awareness to change, the awareness to communicate clearly and with clarity, or with love even, isn't there, because sometimes our mental emotional programs get in the way. They block us from seeing a broader perspective. Some of you are definitely, and this is a big step in, maybe you're traveling, you're gap year, or you're taking a sabbatical, or I need to take a year off to go do this and make some effective changes. Go out, have a good time. Some of you are probably making a commitment. It could be in relationship, making a more profound commitment to a partner that you're engaged with. But I often interpret this from a place of the self and the soul self. And this is a commitment to ourselves and our dreams and the things we want to create, and the way we want to let kind of that balance of control and surrender work in our lives to basically make our lives a little easier. ideally. Anywho, my lovers, have an awesome day. Happy 2025. I'm happy to be here. Check out the YouTube. Check out the all the different things, the online courses, the apparel line. We're loving that, by the way. Thank you so much, T-Mail, for providing the bags and the hats and just kind of continually expanding what we can offer our clients. And again, these are all sustainably sourced. It's eco-friendly. Your returns are fine to go. And it's cotton. It's all 100% like organic cotton. So we're not getting the synthetics. A friend of mine recently talked about this like serious desire to kind of get rid of all synthetic clothes and plastics and like just purge. And I am really in this phase of like, I just want to stop shopping altogether. I just want to have enough quality things that can pretty much last me the last of my life, and like, you know, keep it really simple. I had a dance teacher once use the expression, keep it simple, stupid, as in sometimes we overcomplicate things, and overcomplicating things just like takes us out of the moment, and it takes us out of any sense of sensicalness. And I am sometimes aware of the world that we're programmed to believe in doesn't make sense. Sorry to say. Living in fear and stealing from one another and like perpetuating wars and like just shopping and pretending like everything's okay, and like all pretending like having these phone addictions isn't totally fucking wasting our minds and our attention span and all this stuff, like none of it makes sense. So the fact, it's just such a conundrum to me that we will then turn around, point fingers at the closest people in our lives, and then and sort of divert our emotional attention, but not take any responsibility. And our power to change our lives is very, very real. And yet it can come with a lot of resistance. It can come with a lot of kickback from even the people we love the most. So it's a holla shazam kind of vibratory. Love you guys loads. I wish you well, and I hope you have a great day. Check out the YouTube channel. And again, if I end up disappearing on the Instagram, it's because I'm not engaging in the same way on the Meta platforms. And we're just going to focus on the TikTok. I'm getting close to 1,000 followers. Once I hit 1,000, I'll be able to do live readings a la TikTok. We might be having that ban in the United States, so we'll get on the TikTok. And again, the YouTube channel is where my Patreons are, and where I often just go live as well and share in the moment live readings where I can have a little razzmatazz share with you. Anywho, rambling on for England. You guys have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Peace out.